Hello.
Welcome back. I don't know why that felt like a long week. I feel like a lot has happened this week. I don't know.
A lot.
Am I bugging?
No.
Felt like we took a break, but we were on, right?
Yeah, no. A lot happened.
Thank God that lady came and did her little whack ass tour just now.
And this is it?
Oh, this is a conference room. Who's using this? For what? For what, ma'am?
I know, like, who's gonna pay to pay a printer to print some stuff when you can just buy a printer at home?
Right, or just go to Staples. It's just weird. But anyway, y'all, let's get into our podcast this week. I said I'm gonna stop saying Lil. I think I'm just used to saying Lil. It is Lil Bow Wow. We got speaking of Lil Bow Wow, we got our this and that this week, this or that, and y'all loving this or that, and we did a poll / question on Zully's page, and that went crazy. Some of y'all are wholeheartedly ridiculous and should go to hell. But other than that, I'm Brittany, y'all.
And I'm Zulema.
And welcome to 2 Cents Later. I feel like this season is flying, right?
I think we used to count episodes, and now we're just like not.
Yeah. Well, this is episode 16, and this is season 2, and I feel like I don't know if we're gonna just cap at 10 or 11 like we did last time, but we'll see, because we got some new equipment coming, and once I start playing with that new equipment, baby, I know I'm not gonna want to stop. I'm not gonna want to stop. Keep going. Can't stop. Won't stop. Okay, but let's get into how was your week? What'd you do this week? How was you feeling?
How was I feeling? Feelings were all over the place. A lot happened that I maybe don't want to discuss on here.
Okay, that's cool.
But a lot happened, and we just figuring it out. What did I do this week? What did I do?
I'm trying to keep it.
Oh, sorry. What did I do this week? Girl, I don't even remember.
Well, I went to that brunch to bomb party last Sunday, and actually this time it was actually sponsored by McDonald's, but there was no Mickey D's there. I would have actually ate some chicken nuggets, because there was. When we got there was no food. We had chicken and waffles, minus the chicken, minus syrup, solely just waffle, and I was not just eating that. So then I ended up getting like fucked up because
no food.
I'm just gonna drink in this hot sun. No big deal.
I know why I didn't do anything, because I was doing a 72-hour fast and I was trying to stay low key.
Okay, yeah, you were trying to. Blinking is a lot at this moment.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah, that brunch, it wasn't as popping as the last one. I can say the last one I had way more fun. It was outside, so everybody was being like. I think that was the first time I went to a LA party where people were acting super LA, like every party.
It was at a different location.
Yeah, so this was actually at LA Live, like outside. So we get there, and I'm like, I find some cheap parking for the most part, I'm like, is this a car wash or a parking? And he's like, yes. Oh, okay. So it's both. It's both. It's a car wash and it's a parking lot. So we parked at this janky parking lot. I went to try to use the bathroom at the little Japanese place next door. Completely empty, but somebody was in there for 45 minutes. And the guy was like, "You don't want to wait?" I said, "Why the hell would I wait for somebody who's been in the bathroom for the past 45 minutes? That obviously means that you're in there dumping deuces." Like, I'm set. Like, I don't want to smell like that. I don't want to smell it. I'm cool.
That's a lot of time.
I don't like using public restrooms anyway, so I've grown, which is bad, but trust me, my UTI is good. I have no UTIs, we're safe. But I'd rather hold it or like pee like on the street. Like, I'd rather pee on the street. Like, I'd rather not, like, I'll just pop my car door open and just take a little tinkle. Because, yeah, you know, we the parking lot pissers.
Yeah, like, I will.
We some parking lot pissers. Yes, and pee. I don't care. I'd rather pee on the side of the highway than pee in a public restroom. 100%. And the way that I'm always at somebody's drive-through, there's gonna be some napkins in the car. Okay, so we good. I'd rather. And how this pandemic set us up, we got everything you need sanitation-wise. Please. Exactly. It is more sanitary for me to pee on the side of the road than it is for me to pee in a public restroom.
Because they don't be cleaning those all day.
No.
All hours of
I told y'all my horror story when I worked at KFC for one day. Like, there was literally like a fly's nest opened up and had babies in the men's bathroom that they thought I was going to clean. Oh, did I tell that story, or was that on the Good podcast that we missed? That may have been on the Good podcast.
It might have been, because I'm like, we did speak about this.
Yeah, but I don't know if I don't remember listening to it back. But if I didn't tell the story, real quick, when I went to like live at Middletown with my dad, I was like tired of him like giving me money, and that sounds like really crazy, but like it was just kind of like, I'm somebody that I like to spend money at my own expense. Like, I like to like spend when I want to spend. I don't ever like, no, exactly. Even like with Kashif, like he hates the fact that I'm always like, yeah, I'm gonna go make some monies, and he's like, I just gave, yeah, that's fine, but that's just I like to have more big tours. But so I ended up getting a job at KFC because I was like, let me just get this bullshit. Mind you, I'm like, maybe, how old am I at the time? I don't know. I don't think I was over, I couldn't have been over like 19 or something, like 19 or 20 maybe. And so, like, I go to KFC, get this job. They hire me pretty much on the spot. And I've worked fast food before, like McDonald's and Wendy's and stuff like that. So, first of all, if you've worked one fast food place, the machines are all the same. Like, they're all the same. But they're looking at me like, wow, you're so good. I'm like, it's literally not rocket science. So, mind you, I don't even know if I did tell the story, I didn't set the scene for y'all. The guys that are back there, first of all, the buns for the sandwiches are literally sitting by the trash can. Like, literally sitting on the floor by the garbage can. So, check mark, never eating here again. Perfect. Then the guys that are cooking the food in the back, they have their phones and their KFC visors with beats playing, right? And they're back there. They're back there battling. Like, they're back there like rap battling. Like, yeah, yo, I flip more chicken than you, and you ain't got nothing on your shoe but KFC juice. Yeah, so they back there. That's not the words, but they were back there basically rap battling and cooking y'all famous bowls at the same damn time. Dude threw out the garbage, dropped his phone, jumped in the garbage, went back to still cook chicken. Then they expected me at the end of the night to clean the bathroom. So I cleaned the women's bathroom at first, and he was like, no, you gotta clean both. I'm looking at him like, first of all, I shouldn't even have to go in there because I'm a girl. Like, logically, that just made sense. Even though the store is closed, I'm not going in there, I'm a girl. And then he was like, two, when I went in there was literally feces on the wall, on the toilet, flies, like gnats in there. I said, I'm not doing this. There's just some things that I am above. I'm so sorry. I literally quit that night, and I came back the next day like, so I still get paid for that one day that I was here, right? Like, I'm not cleaning nobody's shit toilet. You got me wholeheartedly, completely, 100%ly fucked up. I'm better than this. No. Dad, I'll take your money. Fuck it. No. I don't even know how we got on there. How did we get there?
Public restroom.
Oh, yeah. When I went to that public restroom, I'm not trying to use the bathroom after somebody that's been in the bathroom for 45 minutes. Absolutely repulsive. But the brunch shabam, like, I just felt like people were just standing around, like, trying to look cute and, like, just looking, some looking cute, some looking dumb, some just looking cute and dumb. Like, there, you can be cute and dumb at the same time. Sure. But like, why pay $50 somewhere to just sit around and like not have a good time? Like, y'all supposed to be on, like, let's dance. Like, this is a black event. Why are we not on the floor yet? You know what I mean? So like,
how was the setup? Like, was there like a stage or something?
There was a stage. Amina Butterfly performed. BJ the Chicago Kid performed. Who else? It was somebody else that performed, but I forgot. Last one that I went to, Amber Riley performed. I don't know if she performed if she was there or performed by the time that we left, but we were kind of just like, we're hungry. We went to go get like food, like real food, and just like kind of sobered up. I actually had to fall asleep in my car because I was too fucked up. Like, they had these adult Capri Suns, and at first, like, we ordered the adult Capri Sun, and the guy like sold us like, yeah, it comes in this pouch, da da da. And my thing is, I don't like spilling shit on myself. Like, if I spill something on myself while I'm out, like, I'm leaving. Like, we can go home. Like, I don't... Once I get too sweaty or, like, I feel like my fit is looking, like, fucked up, I'm ready to go. Like, call it what you want. I'm not outside just looking raggedy at this. Now you're just outside doing too much. Like, you're forcing the situation at this point, you know? So, she gave us this bright red-ass drink in a cup. And I'm like... Girl, this is a zillion people in here. Why am I gonna take this drink? And like, can I get a pouch? So we ended up getting a pouch. We go, oh, you saw my story, the security guard. We asking him, like, where's the event? He goes, oh, I don't know, this is my first day here, da-da-da-da. Okay, whatever. I was like, well, shout outs to security who don't even know what they standing in front of. Like, you just standing here fucking waiting for dust to just fucking fly. We get inside, who online getting food? The damn security guard. How you don't know where it's at? And you inside.
Oh my God.
The worst. But I definitely rate that event a 6 out of 10 because if there's music and liquor, I'm gonna have fun. One thing about me is that there's never gonna be... You've seen me and Zully have gone to Atlantic City in the middle of the freaking year when nothing's happening and been on a go-go dancer stage turning that shit up. If I'm gonna make fun of any situation that I fucking especially spent my money on, but
yeah, why would they change the location and stuff? It seemed like the first few were like a success, and then
I don't know. I just feel like you know, like when people like. I feel like people start to like get like really big, like feel like their events are becoming bigger and bigger, and you want different sponsors and stuff like that. But having people like McDonald's and things like that really don't like. It kind of takes away from the essence of the event. You know what I mean? So I just feel like the real like. Now that I think about it, the real like ratchet music, like they wasn't even playing that. Like it was mad like old school R&B bops. And if I was coming in here to like fucking do you remember, you know, Tina's boyfriend from Bob's Burgers? Like if I was coming here to just do that, like I can understand, but I'm here to throw ass, and I wasn't able to throw ass the way I wanted to throw ass. It was very disappointing. So I definitely, as much as I talk about Poom Poom Tuesdays, I really need to pull up. I need to pull up. Poom Poom Tuesdays might have to be a part of my birthday weekend. It might, because birthday week or month.
Birthday week, because it's
Right. But what else did I want to talk about? I think that we should get into our 2 cent topics for the week.
Yeah, let's go for it.
You start, and I'll piggyback off of yours.
Okay, so my 2 cent topic is the level of distraction that the media has. I mean, this happens all the time. We already know this, but I just want to know, like, where did Omicron go? Where's Delta? Where's the coronavirus? Do you know anybody today who has tested positive for COVID? In comparison to December and January.
Okay, so I just feel like the shit literally is just up and disappearing. Like I said, I said they're gonna snap their fingers and like literally make you feel like this shit never even happened. Do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what's happening. But on the flip side, we can say that a lot of people did get it the last time around. So if everybody, for the most part, did catch the shit, right, then they should have like antibodies or whatever the case may be to kind of be defending them. So I really do believe that they put Omarion out to basically get everybody natural immunity. You get what I'm saying? Herd immunity.
That's my next question, is because through history humans just naturally become immune to certain viruses.
Yeah, like polio,
flu, like all of that. Yeah.
Shit.
So are people not getting COVID because they have immunity to it, or is it because they've been vaccinated? Because
you know damn well. I do believe that. Like I'm not entertaining vaccine anything, because I just feel like people still caught that shit. People were still getting sick. People were still dying. To make a vaccine for something that is constantly evolving is redundant.
Yeah,
it was completely redundant.
I think that it's more immunity than it's the vaccination. Because
100%.
I know so many people who.
That's why it was super contagious the last time. It was super contagious and very mild. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to know where to go. Where you at? I mean, not that I want you here, but it's just like, okay.
And the people who got vaccinated, a lot of people who got vaccinated, that mostly were the ones who were catching it the last time that this shit went around. Say what you want, feel how you feel. I don't care. It's just, and now y'all overseer is telling all the stay-at-home workers, y'all asses are going back to work. That 100 person mandate, that shit he threw away. All the mask mandates are going away. They're making you everything that y'all were applauding, staying home, and we don't need to do this anymore. That man is making y'all do everything that he said he wasn't gonna do. I promise you that.
And it's
disgusting.
It's the sad
part. It's disgusting, and I think that they should have priority of getting their fucking jobs back. And if I was somebody, like if I was working in, like still working in retail and working in management, I would have hired a bunch of temps for the time being and saw how this shit played out over the next 6 months or whatever the case may be, and then allowed the people who had to be temporarily fired or leaved or whatever to have priority to have their jobs back, because this shit is disgusting. That shit was disgusting. It was stupid. It was so redundant. It was so unnecessary. Completely unnecessary.
Jobs. Like, it's crazy.
And it's funny how y'all fired people that y'all were sitting up there. I remember, first of all, I was pregnant during that time, so I was in the hospital all the time. The ones that y'all said that was so-called flooded, that was actually fucking ghost towns. I was there, mind you, I was pregnant with twins, so I had more doctor's visits than an average pregnant woman, especially in the time of this whole pandemic shit. So I was at the hospital all the time, and mind you, I was in labor for a week. So I would be there, and you're seeing the fire trucks, the people bringing them food, the people doing all the parades for our heroes. And as soon as they didn't do what y'all wanted them to do, y'all gave them the fucking boot. And that shit is disgusting to me. That is that's probably top 5 the most disgusting parts of this. And to think about y'all sitting up there closing down schools, allowing kids to be at home with these fucking wackos of parents. I think everybody got the best home environment. They don't. You dealing with people who are losing their jobs, not being able to work, not having any income in. Then their kids that they use as punching bags are the only ones there. What do you think is happening right now? This shit was so poorly planned. The amount of masks that are in the freaking ocean right now, in the street, in the parking lots. If this was so contagious, there should have been biohazard bins everywhere for people to dump gloves, wipes, and masks inside of those biohazard bins, like the ones you see in the hospital and shit like that. Those bins should have been all around the cities, all around the grocery stores and stuff like that. Because if I have COVID, or if it's so contagious, why am I just allowing these things to just fly in the streets or be in people's carts and think that shit? It literally is a bigger problem than it was. I just hate talking about this shit.
Yeah, and I was thinking about like the people on Skid Row. Like if it was that bad, like they would be dropping like flies.
They probably, that's why I never feel away, because they probably the most immune to this shit, I promise you. But that just goes into my point with the mask mandates being let up, because especially like in the schools and stuff like that, for all y'all who teach and this is my whole thing, because people will be so pro-choice and pro-life, pro-choice, and it's your body, it's this and the third. If that's the case, do not sit up there and coerce those children into wearing masks at those schools. Mind your business. If their parents told them that if their mama sent them to school without a mask, leave them that damn way. It is not up to you to make that decision for them. Plain and simple. And especially the kids that are over 12, do not, because I heard there's something like over 12, they could be vaccinated without your parents' permission. Do not try to convince these kids into any of that shit. Y'all are some fucking weirdos, yo. I swear to God. I will beat your ass. I will literally beat your ass. I promise to God. Like I always say, like, God don't give me nothing I can't handle, and I promise you, I do not play with my kids. Do not play with my kids because I said there's certain vaccines at the doctors that I don't give my kids because shit don't exist no more. Fuck Marco Polo shit. Fuck out of here. Getting on my fucking nerves. Y'all getting on my nerves. Like, y'all getting on my nerves bad. Like, speaking of her school with this never-ending Spirit Week, my daughter loves this shit. Like, I think it's in California, maybe because it's hot outside and they could always just have some type of event. Yeah. Now the child going to school in cowgirl boots every day because they had a Wild Wild West day and she can't take the boots off. The other day, I
love kids in cowboy boots. It could be the most random outfit.
Yeah, she has on a Zara sweatshirt with Mad Cities on it, skirt and cowboy boots.
I love it.
Like, okay, girl. Olivia, because she was like, you're letting her. Yes, I don't care. You think I'm gonna have an argument in the morning about some damn shoes? Like, I have bigger fish to fry. Like, go right ahead. You know what I mean? Like, she wanted to be. They had a Dr. Seuss day, and
oh my gosh, I loved her hair.
Yeah, I did the Cindy Lou Who on her, and everybody at the school was just like in awe. Like, she just really was the only one. You know me, I'm extra as hell. So if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. She had what else? She did a Doc McStuffins one day and looked so freaking cute. I felt like I just had a nip slip on here, y'all. You're welcome. But other than that, like, they need to give me a break on Spirit Week. Like, I'm done because I feel like it's literally every freaking month. Like, we're doing a pajama day.
Like Old Lady Day? You know?
No, so for their 100th day, we had to do a project where, like, they had to put 100 items on a thing. Okay. So she, of course, her Kalani is literally like a Disney princess, y'all. Like, she wants hearts, and glitter. Like, she says, I just want to do a big heart with Fruit Loops in the middle with glitter. And it came out so cute. So that was her 100-day project. But I did also want, before we get into our other topics, I just want y'all to, like, I just want to just say, like, as someone who has strong friends, is the strong friend, I think also with people being out somewhere alone completely you'll see people, I think a lot of people may see us out here and think, well, y'all are in the sunshine, y'all are doing this, y'all are doing that, and you're in a domestic paradise, kind of, you get what I'm saying? And visually, and as grateful as we are, it can be a little bit lonely being so far away from your family and your friends that you're really, like, so used to being around. So I just want to say, check on your friends, and for your friends that have kids, especially, I feel like for me and like my friend D, like, people look at us like as moms and be like, them bitches got it together. They make this shit look easy. They make this shit look like, I make this shit look like it's a fucking cakewalk. And I'm always making my life look like a fucking cakewalk to y'all. But at the end of the day, mind y'all, I'm a stay-at-home mom with 3 kids under 5. That shit ain't nothing to sneeze at. You get what I'm saying? So
there is a struggle behind
everything, and it takes a lot to be able. It's a mental and a physical and a spiritual and emotional strength that is constantly being tested. That as much as it's in me to just be like, you know what? And I think that's the quote-unquote strong black woman or a strong female, or I'm her. Sometimes it's okay to put that cape down. Yeah. And realize that you need to take care of yourself. And to just be able to say, yo, girl, or yo, my mans, I need to talk to you about, I ain't really feeling the best mentally. Like, I'll literally tell Kashif, like, yo, like, I feel anxious to my core right now. I need a second. Like, you know, like, you just be able to, or like even the other day, like, just letting your friends know, like, despite whatever you may be going through, or despite however you may not feel comfortable, or you not even a comfortability thing, but just so accommodated to not asking for help, I'm here for you. And I know vice versa, I hope the same. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So being able to understand that despite whatever your friends are putting up as whatever you may see or whatever you may assume may be good or whatever, just tap in, because you just never know. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And also be able to be vulnerable enough to express when you're just not mentally good or just not in a space where you can just handle by yourself. You're not put on this earth to handle everything alone. So that's just my little tidbit for the week when it comes to just being able to be a good friend and to reciprocate and to be able to receive a good friend as well. You get what I'm saying? So I look at
to that.
Go ahead.
Full transparency here, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
What she's talking about is a conversation that both her and I had briefly.
Yeah,
on your friend.
But it's also like through like just in
in general. But what she's saying is like, you know, some people put out, you know, both of us are living out here and putting out certain images of ourselves, but we also are trying to manifest a life that is comfortable for us, you know. So yes, sometimes, including myself in that, we slip into a little mental, what is it called? Like a stump?
A rut, like a little rut.
Yeah. But the show goes on because I can't afford to stop doing what I'm doing.
Right.
But there are certain things where sometimes I can't show up 100%, or sometimes I need to pull back, or sometimes I don't like to show up if I'm not my full self. Right. So then I become distant. But that goes to show she did check up on me. And I had the conversation.
Yeah, but it's just more like, you know, I'm out here with Kashif and my girls. So if at the end of the day, when I feel down, I could hug a little baby and feel better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I could hug my dog and feel better. I could hug my man when he's not annoying and feel better. You know what I mean? But at the same time, when I moved out here, I always said to myself, well, you know what? Zully's out there too. So that it will be easier on the both of us. And you're literally out here with no family, no nothing. So I don't ever want you to feel like I'm not here for you, nor do I want to feel like it's just so separate that it's just like, what, like, I don't want it to just be like, okay, we come here and then that's just that, you know? So I've always just wanted, I'm going to always check on anybody who knows me, there's not a friend on that I have knows, like, I don't care who you are, I don't care how far you are, I'm here. Whatever that capacity means for you, I'm here. Yeah. So, like I said, but I've been there where it takes a lot. I haven't always been the person that's been the most vulnerable about me saying, you know what? I've said to you, you know what? I'm in my feelings right now. Pay this no fucking mind. Like, and that's not old me. Like, that's very hard. That's a new thing for me where I can literally sit back and say, this has nothing to do with you. This is a me thing. I'll figure it out. Don't even stress this. I'm sorry for how my feelings are coming off in the moment, but at the end of the day, like, I'll handle it. It's whatever. You know what I mean? So, you know, and that's just where I'm at. And at the end of the day, I just want, like I said, because she get on my last goddamn nerves. I've been with niggas of the worst motherfuckers. And I gave them fucking chances after chances after chances. I'm never going to sit up here and just keep, like, even like with me and T. We're just going to say T. As turmoil as that shit was, look where we are at today. You hear what I'm saying? Yeah. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Girl-wise?
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. Y'all are my family, regardless of anything. God didn't give me. I have 3 brothers. God didn't give me sisters. They gave me y'all. So at the end of the day, wherever that, how close, how far, whatever, I'm gonna always consider y'all my sisters, no matter what the situation is. So, with that being said, all my friends, I'm here for you. I love you, and if ever you need me, just pick up, call one of my numbers,
and let it be like genuine too.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like
you'll say this and now people will call,
exactly.
people go, okay, Brittany, hey, how are the girls?
Yeah,
like, you know,
like, I know why you're hitting me up now because you probably heard. The same thing when it comes to like our type of work or whatever. It's like, you weren't sharing my stuff when I wasn't really a thing, right?
Yeah.
But now that things are happening for me, now all of a sudden you want to be a part of the. Now you want to be a part of the party.
And it's the audacity for some people that will literally even tell me, "Oh yeah, I gotta tap into your shit." But you think I could come? No. Like you either ride for me from the beginning all the way, or like just don't, like, because I could see it, we could see it. And that's the thing. Like I don't literally, like I was like telling her today, like, yo, I don't even go off and really brag about like how our podcast is doing, because it's actually, I wouldn't be sitting here every fucking week putting money into this shit if it wasn't doing well.
Yeah, she does the analytics. I don't.
Yeah. So
I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, like we're in multiple countries doing all this stuff like that. Yeah, and they fucking love it in Germany. Hey, but you know, like, I don't know. I just think like just let it be a genuine thing and just show genuine support and love, because at the end of the day, I really don't bother no fucking body. She don't bother nobody, and that's just really it. But let's get into the fun shit, because I'm ready. Where do I want to start at? Where do we want to start? Do we want to start with this first? Like I hope that's not keep coming up. Do we want to start with, no, do you want to start with the question? Oh, well, we can start with that because that goes into that for sure. So, I don't know if you've seen, but my boo, I'm not letting none of y'all hoes claim him, because at the end of the day, wasn't nobody worrying about Franklin years ago. Me and Baby been riding. He is, but that's still Mr. Chocolat, okay? So he was on the Breakfast Club, and they were going back and forth, and I feel like this is a very interesting debate about like how British rappers, British actors, and American actors have this kind of thing where it's kind of like, oh, well, specifically black, like, well, yeah, he's black, but he's not American. When y'all been riding for America so bad?
Right.
He black. He's still black. Like, I just don't understand. Like, why are we making it a thing where it's like,
wait, but are they saying like he's less black because he's British?
They're trying to say that these roles should be given to American black actors and not.
But if you're doing it better, then you're doing it better,
right? And then at the end of the day, like, if you ain't good, you ain't good.
If you're not good, if you don't fit that specific role, then it doesn't matter whether you're British or American. Like, they're gonna give it to the role that's best executed. And
Americans are dumb spoiled, yo. Americans are dumb spoiled. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Y'all are dumb spoiled. Like, yeah, I just think like I get the. I don't know. I don't even get the picture.
Thing because it's like, oh, these guys are coming out here and taking our jobs, blah blah blah. But they literally left their country to come out here to work.
And you know what he said?
Outworking them.
You know what he said too? I want to see more American actors playing British roles.
They can't.
You want the hamburger?
They can't. I've heard Americans do British. I dated a British guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay? The reason why British actors can do an American accent so well is because our same TV shows that were playing out here were playing out there. Yeah. So they were easily able to mimic our accent, whereas it wasn't like that for us. It's not easy for us. It's not common in our ears. So
it don't hit the same.
No.
It don't hit the same.
You could try, you could do your best, but
you could dust it off and try again.
Yeah, you could just no.
Or you could stop. He said like Denzel did one. He named a few actors that have recently did like a British role or like someone from the pond.
From the end.
But they also got into him when they caught him and Little Sweetie together. And he's like, we're just friends. Yeah, he's like, we're just friends. We're friends. And why is it so hard to believe for men and women to be friends? Mm-hmm. And this is something that like I always say. One, I can say it's not for everybody because a lot of y'all don't have like just like decent etiquette, or you just are too fucking like, you don't have any control over your freaking ugly parts to just be like, you know what, let me just be cool with this person. I pray, if y'all keep hearing my emails come up, I'm so sorry. But I don't even know how to mute on my laptop. But we did a little poll basically asking you guys, what do you think about men and women being friends? I personally think men and women can be platonic friends. I don't take away the fact that one person may be attracted to the other person, but I think if the respect is there and just like if you value this person enough to say, I'd rather respect your friendship and value your friendship over than putting my nasty ass unreciprocated desires on you, right, then shit can work out right. But if you just want to be a fucking horn dog or some just like thirsty hoe, like shit is never gonna work out, you know?
I think it's beneficial for like men and women to be able to have those type of platonic relationships, because
my guy friends help me in my relationship.
Yeah, I feel like there's so much that I don't know about men, and it would be really nice to have somebody who's able to give me real advice without feeling any sort of like jealousy towards who I'm talking about, or like feeling like they're not good enough to be in my life in that way. You know what I mean? Like,
but sometimes you don't even realize that you'll just be talking to your guy friends or listening to, sometimes like say for Clubhouse, like we have this room where it's literally about, it never gets more than like 5 of us, right? It's 3 girls and these 2 guys, right? And sometimes just listening to them 2 talk, you'll pick up on shit that's like, damn, like, you didn't even, you'll just, the niggas, they'll be dropping gems that they don't even know that I'm picking up on. You get what I'm saying? It's not an intentional thing. It's just being privy to a certain conversation that you normally wouldn't be privy to, and a certain opinion that you aren't just hearing your girlfriends tell you, no, bitch, you know, all men do this or all men do that. No, men are a little bit more selective than you guys think. Like, and just a little bit more like not into a lot of things that y'all think they're into, like at all.
We tend to like, I'm not that, I don't want to put myself in that group, but like women tend to generalize all men based off of like maybe 1 or 2 guys hurting them, or like just not being loyal. They kind of just,
or just the guys they surround themselves with in a whole, you know? Yeah. I think a lot of women think, oh yeah, he can, like my biggest pet peeve is like when they be like, oh, like girls who got BBLs, right? They'll be like, he gonna fuck regardless, like it's an ass is an ass. That, no, that is not the same, babe. Like it's not the same. And some guys don't want to have sex with women with those bodies, like they don't. Even the shit that I think we should get a Patreon, because there's some shit that I want to say that I just can't say on here. I feel like there's some shit that's just a little bit more like, if y'all want my opinions, we're gonna have to get behind a paywall, okay? I think we should do that like starting next week. Yeah, we're gonna do a Patreon next week, because there's a topic I want to talk on about. I don't know if you've seen the clip of the guy talking to the transgender, I don't even know what they were, honestly. I'm just gonna say it was someone with a beard and hair, and they were on Dr. Phil basically saying, like, basically explaining how you cannot force your pronouns on me. You cannot force your pronouns. You can't force your pronouns on another person. You can't make me. That's like me telling you that every time you speak to me, you gotta call me that bitch. And I'm not accepting anything other. Like, do not address me when y'all talk. And I put on I identify as Chris Brown's wife. You know, I've identified as Chris Brown's wife for a very long time. So should I walk around? Should I go to his fucking financial advisor and be like, bitch, give me half my fucking money because I believe in my head that I'm his fucking wife, or I identify as his fucking wife? I identify as Chris Brown's wife. What the fuck are you going to tell me about it? Don't address me as anything else. If we don't address me as anything other than Mrs. Breezy. Fuck out of here. But always lose how I get somewhere. I swear to God, I go on fucking tangents.
We were talking about the friendships with men and
yeah, but the men and women. We're gonna read some of y'all responses. We're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna like put all y'all on blast. But
no, I'm not gonna say no names or nothing. But the question was, if you're not following me on Instagram, you probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But the question was, can men and women have platonic relationships? So there was a poll. I put a poll, and then I just kind of opened up the floor to hear everyone else's opinions. I think the poll was like 79% yes, and I think 12 to 15% no.
I want to see what the 12% look like, because I have an idea. I also think it's an insecurity thing, for real.
Yeah, I circled a few that kind of like caught my eye. These are new ones, but
there's someone said not everyone is a horny motherfucker wanting to fuck everyone.
Yeah, so this person said, if you don't find each other attractive, then you guys can be friends, is basically what I understood from that.
But what is the word attractive? Like what's attraction? There's levels to attraction.
Right, there is.
There's so many levels to attraction. You could be attractive and me not wanting to sleep with you.
Right.
There's plenty of people like that.
You can have a good looking friend, but you're not emotionally attracted. You're not like sexually attracted to that person. So there are levels.
I've been mentally attracted to people and not wanting to sleep with them. Like, what are we talking about there? Like, the people, I just feel like there's a maturity thing. There's so many levels to attraction. I think I've had exes that I cool with and look at to this day like nothing has ever even happened.
Yeah.
So what do you? I don't know. I think
that's a funny one, because I am able to go from a relationship with an ex to a platonic relationship easier than it is for me to just meet somebody and
become friends.
Yeah.
No, I think I have a lot of like homeboys from like high school and stuff like that, and we like remain friends to this day, and it's always been nothing. But I just think like as you get older, I have found people that I've become cool with that I know look at me a certain way, but just know at the end of the day, I value having this person in my life at this way than trying to try them and know that I won't have access to them at all. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And plus, I also have 3 brothers. So for me, like, being around guys is literally not. I almost actually prefer it because guys are a little bit more. One, they're not competing with you. 2, they are just a little bit more direct. Like, they don't like really sugarcoat shit, and they're not gonna have you looking stupid. Like, none of my guy friends are never gonna have me looking stupid. And I'm not saying like my girlfriends will, but girls are a little bit more like, if that's what she wants to do. My friends will be like, bitch, what the? My one friend, but they'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, no, you get what I'm saying? Like, they are way more quick to like not have me looking a fool.
One that said setting boundaries in the beginning, then it could be possible, basically.
But friendship is boundaries.
Right. But then this person said, no, most likely the man is waiting on his opportunity, which is what I hear a lot.
Because she thinks that a lot. He said, he's like, they're fine with being friends, but if you gave them the go, they're going. Like, and I'm like, I understand all of that, but I think that you're negating the fact that they're not doing that. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not, like, they're not getting the go, and on top of that, they're not pursuing, they're not moving as if they're waiting for you to fuck. Like, my guy friends aren't like waiting to wing for Kashif to fuck up. A lot of niggas are, but it's not them.
Your friends. Yeah. Which then leads me to this one. Not everyone is a horny motherfucker.
That's what I said. Yeah, that one's a gold one. And I also saw one that was basically just like somebody said law of nature. First of all, you spelled you very ghetto, sir, and I just don't even like that. Why would you spell you, YHU, when you could just put an O there? Like,
YHU. Wow.
Laws of nature, who eventually become attracted to one another. Men and women are
But that's not true.
That's not true.
That's not true.
That's not true. I've actually become more unattracted to somebody being friends with them because you get to know them more and be like, wow, this person is a complete fucking asshole. I love them nonetheless as a friend, but this is not somebody that I can personally be with.
Yeah. This one said 90% of them had some kind of sexual experience and then stayed friends.
Yo, you're wildin'. That's wild.
Or they're gay.
No, I'm not really into the gay best friend things because I feel like another Patreon. Yeah, that's gonna have to go to Patreon because in my opinion, I've just had really bad experiences with gay men trying to befriend me of a certain type of because I just feel like they feel like it's a thing, like black women and gay men are supposed to just have like this peanut butter and jelly like relationship thing, and we're supposed to, but I just feel like I'm not here for you to just try to like it's a lot. Yeah. It's just a lot. I've just had really weird experiences with them. Me in general, I just don't like people trying to force their friendship on me in the first place. Like, I feel like you don't know if I kill cats on the weekends or like skin them for my own desire. You don't know who I am. So for you to just try to like force your friendship on me is hella weird.
What do you think about this one? Busy men don't have time outside of the wife to nurture that relationship.
That's not. What do you mean nurture a relationship?
Like be there, like acting like fully.
Y'all acting like we're like okay. So we're friends. We have to go on guy and girl like friendship dates every Thursday. That's not that. Like friends. I have friends that I don't even speak to for months on end. Like what is that? What does that mean? Like I think like y'all are just like. I think a lot of y'all.
But I think there are women out there that are like, no, you my friend and you need to be available when I need you available.
I don't have
and this guy is a married man. It's like, nah, but my wife's feelings and her situations are come way before.
Well, then you're dealing with the wrong kind of like woman. That's not the type of woman you need to be friends with, because anybody that you should, there's nobody, even my girlfriends, that I'm gonna be like, okay, well, you have to be with me every day on this time, or you have to pick up every time I call, or you have to do. You don't put the only person that's obligated to you is you and God. That's first and fucking foremost. Everybody else is a fucking benefit, a bonus. After that, like. To make it seem, I have mad Marvin, Sebastian, Jason, I have mad guy friends. I don't ever say, okay, you guys we have to do a clubhouse room every week on Tuesdays at 6:00 so we can talk about our feelings so that we make sure we're still friends. That's some loser shit. Y'all hoes need to get a life.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying like,
stop being friends with hoes that don't have a life or a man, or like never had a man or don't know what it means to. Stop being.
A lot of people are mostly saying like, if the like setting boundaries is the answer and having respect for one another, to not cross those lines.
That's the definition of a fucking friendship. Boundaries and.
But then like, if you were never on that type of time, then. You don't have to worry about boundaries being crossed. Like that shouldn't even be like a thought
on the forefront at all.
Right.
At all.
Like I was telling her, I have issues finding male friends because they always start with the approach of wanting to get to know me on a romantic level, and I'm just like, I don't find you attractive. I'm not in that space to explore that with you. But it always starts off that way. And so it leads to like Kashif's point where it's like, oh, they're just waiting for their opportunity to kind of like swoosh in.
I have guy friends that have came to me in a romantic manner, but understand if I want this person in my life in even the smallest capacity, I gotta cut that shit the fuck off. And I gotta cut that shit out.
Yeah.
Period. You're not gonna be around me being extra and trying to do no.
I like this one though.
No, because you will get fucked up. Exactly.
My mother raised me to value and respect women. We're equal in almost all aspects.
And I just think, like you said, it's a balance. It's a balance thing. If you're sitting up there listening to your girlfriends about every little fucking thing, I'm so sorry to hear that. Like, if you have no male perspective, and as a man, if you have no female perspective in your life, like, I don't think that you're gonna ever be able to fully comprehend the opposite sex, because if you're only going on what one gender thinks, that shit is mad biased. Like, shit is weird.
Yeah.
But let's get into some more things. I finished that Kanye West documentary, and it honestly made me cry. Like,
me too. Okay, so I watched it. Right, I loved it.
Don't you just wish you had a Donda? I love my mom, but it's just kind of like, it was just like, yo, like all the things like I always used to say. So it's funny. Oh God, I just hopefully I'm wishing this year me and her figure it out, because we're just not in the best of spaces. But anybody who knows me and my mom's relationship, they know that this is nothing out of the norm. But I just feel like I would come to her, whether it was dancing, cheerleading, just a lot of things that I just was so like, even if I was joking about singing or whatever the case may be, or even if I didn't have the best voice then, I just feel like whenever my kid wants to do something, I'm like, let's do it. You know, like she has a YouTube channel she wants to start, like where she wants to read books to other kids and stuff like that.
That's so cute.
Yeah, so we're starting that up for her at the end of the month. And
that's so cute. I love it.
It's just like, I'm never gonna like, you want to wear cowgirl boots? You want to be a cowgirl? I'm never gonna not let you be you or embrace those beautiful things that you want to experiment with as a person. You know what I mean? And finding who you are. And I just felt like, I don't know. Like I said before, I just felt like my parents didn't really do that. It was just more like, do what you're supposed to do, get good grades, don't get in trouble, and make sure your room is clean, make sure the house is clean when we come home.
Make sure you look presentable.
Yeah, you know, make sure you're not looking crazy when you go outside and all that other shit. So
don't go outside in a costume.
Yeah, and don't go outside in pajamas. That's all it was, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
I just feel
we all need a Donda.
And I'm definitely gonna be a Donda for my babies, because all that really did was honestly inspire me to be a better mom, you know?
Yeah.
So
I almost felt like the end of that like documentary kind of made me sad, because I'm just like, it almost seemed.
You watched him unravel after his mom.
We did, but then like even the way it ended, I'm just like, it almost seemed like he was gone. Like a tribute.
Yeah,
to Kanye. And
but you know what? I like that. You know what it is? Because we're not used to seeing stuff like this and the person still being alive. And I think that it's better that they are alive, because they can better control their narrative over getting bits and stories from this person, that person, this person, that person. Absolutely. And then y'all doing this is based on true events but not completely accurate.
It's like somebody said,
you get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I like that. I like that people are, even with Serena Williams and Venus's father, the King Richard movie. I like that you're able. He's alive still, right?
He's alive.
Yeah, I like that he was able to be there and they were there to be able to contribute to that story. You know what I mean? So I just think that we need to start seeing more of that, because I feel like the stories come out a little bit better when, look how that shit had me in real tears. Like, that shit was beautiful. Like, that shit was beautifully done.
Yeah.
The person, Cootie's voice was perfect for the narration. Everything about it was just, I loved it. I will watch that shit in a year from now and still be crying. You know what I mean? Shit was beautifully done. Beautifully done. And for anybody out there, as a parent, pour into your fucking kids, yo. Be their Donda, yo. Like, be their Donda. And I want to ask you, when he was over there speaking, because I'll never forget, right? I don't know if you were at this birthday party, but it was this girl that went up to Zully, and Zully checked her ass, because you know how we all are about one another. And she said, I don't like Brittany because she swears she thinks she's all that. And Zully was like, first of all, why the fuck are you coming up to me talking this shit? And why the fuck do you care what she thinks about herself? And I never fucking got that. Like, why is it what I think about myself, or however I feel about me has to do with you?
It's a projection of insecurities on what they want to be.
Baby, was I supposed to wake up this morning and feel like, I'm a cool 5 today? Fuck that shit. No.
Yeah.
When JT, I'll take your man and I'll keep mine too. No, I'm joking, but I'm not joking. But I'm joking. I'm joking, but I'm not joking. Like, I'm never gonna sit up here and just feel like First of all, I got 3 fucking little girls. If I'm walking around feeling like a 5, what the fuck you think they're gonna wake up every day feeling like? You get what I'm saying? Right. They're not gonna see. Representation. And on top of that, like, this is my life. If I feel like I want to feel this way about it, that's my fucking business. Mm-hmm. You worry about how you feel about yourself, bitch. Yeah. Like, the fuck? Like,
yeah.
I'm weird. It's weird because the girl beat up my ass today. Hey, boo, probably listening now.
I saw a video and I don't know who sent it to me, but it had to do with like be delusional, like actually be delusional. Like tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and make $1 million.
No, I tell. And like, that's the literally manifestation. I tell people don't believe me. I tell people all the time, my life is going to be a Ciroc commercial. Niggas don't don't get it. Like, I have every time I'm in the hills, I'm like, yo, like I pick up like, what neighborhood do I want to live in the valley? Mm-hmm. Do I want to live in the hills? Like, that shit seems dangerous. Like, would I have a house out here? I don't want no fucking rinky dink ass home over here.
Yeah.
Just to have a house to say I have a house. Like, y'all living in little bullshit fixer uppers. Good for you. I don't want that shit. I'm shooting for the stars. I see heated foyers. Like, my floor will be heated. I literally had a dream of my nanny telling me, like, with the girls, like, I remember when we were in the apartment. Now look, I literally feel that shit in my core. So I don't give a fuck what you think my life is gonna be.
Because people are like, yeah, that's a little bit delusional. I'm like, okay, I'm
for you,
my delusion,
but for you, that's
this is my process of manifestation,
right? But that's delusional for you,
right?
You get what I'm saying? That may seem delusional for you, but what your ceiling is, and what I see for me, there is no ceiling. What Wayne say? No ceilings, bitch. Mm-hmm. Like, there's no ceilings here. The sky is literally the fucking shoot for the stars, aim for the moon. At the end of the day, I'm never going to be. Life will never be just some mediocre shit for me. It's going to be fucking phenomenal. It's going to be great. I see my children with their stupid ass Beverly Hills fucking uniforms on now. I see it fucking now. So if you don't, I don't give a fuck. That's not for you to see. It's my vision, not yours, baby.
So this question here, can you be overconfident?
No, because because at the end of the day, how I feel about me is my business. What the fuck does that have to do with you?
Yeah.
What the fuck does how I feel about me have to do with you?
Right.
I can never my mom used to always say, you just want to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Duh, bitch. Like, why would I want to do what you want me to do?
Right. And if somebody else is saying anything about it, like I said, that's just a projection of what they can't be for themselves. Even
with this podcast, like I said, like, she just feels like, oh, y'all are yeah, we are that. And trust and believe. The analytics say that men and women of all ages from 23 to 59 are having a blast listening to these hoes talk. Mm-hmm. Tune out. Tune the fuck out. Now you got me on a fucking Kanye rant. Fucking annoying. I don't like that shit. Like, I never understood that shit. Yeah. Why the fuck do you care?
Why do you care? Why do you care?
My nigga like it.
You just gotta sit with your shit.
My nigga like it, so I don't give a fuck. And even when he don't like it, like even before when I would wear something and he'll be like, I don't. And when he sees it on, oh yeah, I know. I used to before be like, oh, you don't like it, babe? Let me change this because he swears he's some fucking guru when it comes to swagging. Fuck you, nigga. I don't care if you like it or not. I'm wearing it.
And that's how it should be. Because I remember I was in a relationship where I felt like I couldn't wear whatever I wanted. And that was just a level of the other person's insecurity.
That shit don't got shit to do with me.
And jealousy. And I'm just like, but you dimming my light.
Yo, but that's the thing. But a lot of people want you to dim their light so they could shine bright.
And the crazy thing is now people see me on social media and it's like, wait a minute, where is this girl coming from? Like, now she's always been there. It was just I don't know if people are surprised with me. I think people are just like, that was always me.
Yeah.
It was always me. It was always there.
I think, like, you shouldn't be surprised. I'm just more grown, bitch. Figure it out. Fuck you.
But all in all, I just want to say, live your truth. If you want to have your booty cheeks out, have your booty cheeks out.
You want your chick?
If you, whatever that you want.
Them titties, baby. Shake them titties, baby.
Don't let no man, no women dim your light because you have one of these lives and you should live it. You should live it. Live it.
Do it like it's my D-Day, baby. Do it like it's my B-Day. Do it like it's my B-Day. We about to get a cash up for this podcast too, y'all. So if y'all want to send, how we get the tips on YouTube? Send us some tips, and all that stuff. If y'all want us to keep this thing going, because y'all know y'all love us. Come help with some more equipment, y'all. Y'all love us. Yeah, but other than that, you cannot be overconfident. That is your plan. We sound like a hypocrite. Look at me about to sound like a hypocrite. No. Okay. Okay. Bring him back. Who said that? Rewind. Is Lizzo a body icon? That is her. How you feel about bitch? If you think you the baddest bitch, that is your business. Mm-hmm. But however,
damn, this is a.
However,
I could see it in a way of inclusivity, but
But I think we are doing a terrible job at not promoting us to be our better selves. I think we're getting into the point where we're just allowing mediocre shit to just be good. Like, if you want to be overweight, bitch, go right ahead. Mm-hmm. If you want to be a lazy bum, go right ahead. If you want to be... it's just you don't want to have a man, bitch, go right ahead. Oh, did you see the shit that I posted about the rose and the battery, the electric? We was telling y'all.
She just stupid.
We was telling no, because I feel like this whole like rose shit and like just certain things is just like promoting this narrative. And even when I was like, I'm watching like a lot, like, because Hulu plays a lot of commercials, and you'll see like pregnancy tests, and when I don't like pregnancy test commercials, whenever it's a white girl, it's like, I hope me and Johnny, we've been trying for so long. I hope this is our turn. Then it'll be a black girl or it'll be a Spanish girl that looks like she's about 18. Mm-hmm. And am I still gonna be able to finish my degree and get my schooling and this and third? Then it's some masculine ass butch. Is butch a bad word?
I don't think so.
Okay, I don't care. It will be like some butch black woman in some like suit and tie and a 5 o'clock shadow talking about, is this the right time? Maybe some way down the line, but my career is too important for me right now to have children. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that. And I'm seeing, go look at these pregnancy commercials. Do me a favor today, y'all. Just go through YouTube and look at pregnancy commercials. You're going to see all of them are depicting black and brown women either irresponsible or not wanting kids at all. And that shit is fucking tiring to me. But Lizzo,
because they don't want a lot of us out there.
They don't.
It's a conditioning tactic.
They don't, yo. I'm telling y'all. That's why I said this feminism shit needs to be debunked, because this is a white woman structure that don't benefit us in no way, shape, or form. And once y'all start really realizing that shit will become. We've been pawns in this shit. Black and brown women are pawns in this fucking feminism shit. This shit was meant to help the women whose husbands were away at war and all this other bullshit. This isn't for us. Really do your research. Do your research. It's not for us, I promise you. But Lizzo, girl, I'm all for when she's on that. Like, if you're gonna be big and trying to be healthy at the same damn time, then so be it. But you sitting up here putting mustard on every goddamn thing and just eating mustard and Oreos and all this other just really redundant, disgusting, just filthy algorithm shit that China is fucking putting us on. I don't think she's a body icon. I don't think that's something that you should aspire for. Like, that's not an aspiration. The way you're comfortable in your skin, maybe.
Yeah, I can see
that.
Both sides. I could for sure see both sides.
But to say that this is somebody that is an icon, like this is an iconic, like this is somebody that we should be aspiring to be. Come again, motherfucker.
I feel like the level of confidence, yes. The body type.
She's a Taurus.
No.
And
that's just me. But if that's the body that you.
No, I'm not promoting none of that shit on any black or brown girl that is listening to me. I'm not promoting none of that shit. If you know me well enough, if y'all know me, anybody who knows me knows I'm never promoting y'all to just be. Go ahead. No, I'm not doing that. There's too much bad bitch under there for you to be doing that shit. Fuck that. There's too much, because you know what it is? Some of y'all don't even have kids. Liz don't even got no kids. Y'all a baby and a burger away from obesity for what? I got friends, like, literally, there's people I know that don't even got no kids, and y'all and are letting just like hookah and Henny and chicken wings wash y'all up. No, it won't be me. I'm here to be fine forever. I'm sorry. Do what you want. I'm trying to be fine forever, and I want to be here, like physically be here, like I want a good, strong heart. I want I
don't think people really like. There's a disconnect.
There's no connect on actually caring about the fact that you actually want to be alive. Like, I don't think no one is ever, like, my health rate, like I always say, like, my daughter, my brothers, everybody be looking at me like, I'm running with you, I can chase you, I can do all. Yes, because guess what? Mommy is very healthy. They wouldn't induce me because there was nothing wrong with me. Like, I had the twins, gained 45 pounds, didn't have any heart problems, no blood pressure, no diabetes, no preeclampsia. Couldn't do anything for me because you're as strong as a fucking ox. And I'd rather stay that way.
Right.
I'd rather stay that way. Fuck out of here, y'all. Who wants to be washed and old? You get all that shit, the weight, when you're fat, your knees get bagged. Then you see people with a cane walking all kinds of crazy and shit like that. All of that shit. Working out helps your posture. Who wants to be fucking hunched over for the rest of their fucking life? You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all just don't fucking think. Y'all here for the fucking. That's the problem. Everybody's here for that temporary shit. Like,
what do they say? Like, some people live to eat, and others eat to live.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I just am in the point. I just want to be timeless. I want y'all to look at me today and see me in 25 years and be like, that shit still fit today. Yeah. Like, I don't ever want to be like a moment. I don't want to be a moment in time. Like, when it was cool to do this. It was cool to do that. Fuck that. I'm timeless, bitch.
Timeless. We timeless.
Back to being overconfident. But no, I don't agree. Lizzo's a body icon. I just feel like I feel like she is good at promoting confidence, but at the same time you don't, because you're always crying on the internet when somebody says something. So I don't really. I don't care. I'm tired of Lizzo. Truth hurts. So I don't know if you saw the Game interview.
I didn't.
He came on there dressed like Kanye West and extra large. He was extra large Kanye. And after listening to the interview, what I got from it is that a lot of y'all men's got some Peter Pan syndrome that y'all need to fucking figure out. Cause baby boy, it's okay to grow up. That man is 42 years old talking about, oh yeah, if you put your hand on her thigh and she don't move or she open it up, then yeah, it's finger pop city. Like, yeah, you could go and start finger pop. Boy, ain't you somebody daddy? And don't you got a daughter, sir?
That's bad.
Disgusting. And it's funny.
That's bad.
It's funny because just like maybe a week ago, I was looking at those pictures. Remember when him and Indian Love were like a thing? Mm-hmm. Shorty was like 18, 19 years old, and he was like 36 years old.
That's kind of. I'm still stuck on him putting the hand on the thigh, I think, because you can't. There's kids listening.
And you can't promote that shit.
You can't promote that shit because that's not consent.
And on top of that, there's always going to be a bitch like me that is ready to fuck you up. Don't take this shortness for. Like, I will punch you in the face.
Like, just because I shifted my thigh a little bit, that's go time. No. We adults. You have the conversation.
But when you're dealing with like 18 and 19-year-olds, then
18 and 19-year-olds who know who he is. Like, I just feel like because he is who he is, he gets away with that type of behavior.
A lot of these rappers,
and I don't give a shit who you are, how much money you make.
I told you I wasn't going to that pool party. That was a lot.
You need to still practice consent. That's not cool. That is not cool. I'm not with it.
That's a 42-year-old man. That man's old enough.
A 42-year-old man.
42. Talking about that. It was interesting to listen to his fallout with G-Unit and to listen to just where he is as an artist. I do think honestly we do sleep on the Game and his music, because he got a lot of fucking hits. Like, but that's also the West Coast love for me. I love West Coast rap, so there's a lot of shit that just hits for me that may not hit for y'all the same way. You know what I mean? So I get that, but it was definitely one of the most entertaining Drink Champs that I've listened to. This man drank a whole bottle of Clase on. He downed a whole bottle. No. And one thing. That's what I'm saying. Peter Pan syndrome. Like, that's some frat boy. Like, go, take it to the head.
That's one thing, like, because obviously I'm single and I'm in the dating world. If I go on your Instagram and you got a bottle and you all this, no.
Do you even really like men with Instagrams?
No. You know what? So, okay.
I don't. Like, my baby daddy got one just to, like, stalk me from different places. He's blocked, but I think he got burners from, like...
Probably.
Yeah.
So, I do like when men aren't as... The guys that I would like to date, I do like if they're not as active as I am.
Right.
Because I feel like...
I don't like a selfie-ass nigga, I'll tell you
right.
that.
I don't like when guys do filters. That's
filters or selfies.
And selfies. I like a little bit of a mystery on his end, because then that gives me more ammo, I guess, to have like just a conversation starter. If you don't have a lot on your Instagram, then I
have more to try to like delve into.
Yeah, exactly. So a certain somebody that I'm like interested at the moment, he's not very active. One? Yeah.
Ooh.
He's not very active on social media, and I like that.
I don't like a guy who is like dudes that be doing the look away videos or just like the poses and all that other shit. Like, dude, get off the internet. Don't nobody need to see you.
Yeah, I literally.
I don't like that. I like Kashif like only takes pictures if I'm making him take a picture. Like, he doesn't want to, he's not somebody that's like, oh yeah, yo, get this flick of me. He's literally my photographer. You know what I mean? So, but other than that, I just don't like guys that do the selfies. The filters are weird. The pucker lips are weird.
I literally had a conversation with somebody who I was getting to
know. The hookah videos. Oh, no. That might be the cringiest shit. No. Men, stop doing hookah videos. It is very sus.
I don't like that.
I don't know.
But for somebody, it's not for me. I literally had a guy that I was getting to know a little while ago, and he had posted, I don't know if it was like a video or whatever it was, and he was upset that it didn't get the amount of likes that he thought that he would. He's like, oh, my video, and I'm just like, it's just Instagram. Like, it was like an immediate turn off to me, and even though I am a part of that world,
right? He probably thought coming from you, like,
yeah, like, not everything is gonna hit, and that's okay. Mm-hmm. But you were yourself. You were your authentic self. You put yourself in a way where it's just you,
right?
And
I think that's been my biggest. I think once I started looking at it like that, my Instagram has actually gone better because I just post to post. I don't post
exactly
for
like, this one's gonna hit today.
No, I don't care. I wholeheartedly don't care anymore. Instagram is literally for me to promote my podcast and for me to post shit in my life that I like. If you don't like it, I don't give a flying fuck.
And that's what I say to people, like, because people tend to have strong opinions in my comments, and then it's just like,
yeah, I don't know how you deal.
They both. Like, you showed up on my explore page, and I'm like, well, you know what? Congratulations, I won't show up anymore because you're getting blocked. So it's that simple. No worries. I just won't show up anymore. I don't care about blocking people. If you don't want to be here, you don't have to. I'm not going to cry for your life.
Speaking of block, did I mention this before? I literally have people that block me during the day or block me at a certain point in time, I guess when they're with their significant other, and then unblock me when they're not with them. I think that is the weirdest shit. And when I catch you, you're fucking blocked forever. I promise you. You're blocked forever. So you block
right now, you know why.
Like you're gonna get like, but they do it so when somebody blocks you and then unblocks you, they kind of have the control. Like, you can't go block them once they block you. Right. So like, this person basically playing hot potato with their block button on my page, being annoying. But when I catch you, don't worry.
Block.
You're blocked. That shit is weird.
I know.
And I think women who like make their men block girls that have no fucking, who don't care about them in any way, shape, or form, like, is not concerned or not you're weird.
Yeah.
You're telling him to block me for him. That sounds,
well, again,
that's not problematic.
Of insecurity, and you don't trust your man.
Whoa.
And you have every right to, because he's blocking and unblocking and blocking.
Right.
And unblocking, so
He's getting kind
maybe you need to walk away.
I feel you, sis.
From it, so.
I feel you. But I watched this crazy ass show, right? And what's crazy is that, like, a lot of the people were out, like, 2 of them were, like, right in Orange County out here.
Oh, damn.
But it was basically, like, this, like, killer roommates, right? And just, like, people ending up roommates of complete psychopaths. This one lady, though, she was taking, like, the world's, like, degenerates, like people who were forgotten about or had mental diseases or whatever, basically having them become her roommates, getting full like control over their finances and shit like that, and just like their like affidavits and shit like that, and poisoning them and killing them.
This is
so, for someone, I feel like a lot of people now, like, being that, like, this is the time I feel people move once income taxes and things like that, and I feel like a lot of people are just like up and on a whim, and just, whether maybe it's not LA or like where we are, because I understand like cost of living out here is a little bit different, but people are up and moving to places like Atlanta, Houston, North Carolina, where else?
It's cheaper cost of
just
living,
places where there's just
Miami,
cheaper.
Florida,
yeah.
cheaper.
But what would you give people who are looking for a roommate? Like, what advice would you give on hunting? I know you're yeah, but what would you give? But she doesn't seem like she would, like, you know.
No.
But what would you give, like, tip wise in looking for roommates?
So when I look for roommates, I look for somebody who I can actually. I don't want to be friends with you, but if that's what you're looking for, then you should find a roommate who wants to be your friend.
Right.
But I mostly look for like some sort of like common interest through conversation.
Right.
So like whenever I would look at a place and it's like the roommate is there, I would have a conversation with them, you know? And I don't want somebody to be in my business. If you don't like sharing with people, make sure that whatever room you're renting has its own bathroom, if that's important to you, because that can be a little strange sometimes. So that's something that I look for. Like, I want things to be separate. Space. Yeah, I like a lot of personal space.
But personality wise, like, what are you checking for? Like, what has been some red flags for you looking in previous roommates?
I, in the past, have lived with women who were older than me.
Ooh.
Yeah, and there's a sense of like control in a sense.
Like they're your mom, kind of.
Yeah. And I don't think they do it intentionally. It's just kind of like they're just older and they know that I'm younger. So I think going forward, I would look for somebody who's either younger than me,
right,
or closer to my age.
Right.
I also found that, like, when I first moved out here, I lived with more guys than I did women.
I would rather. And
it was like, I didn't have to worry about nothing. I built
my first little when I moved out on my own, I lived with 2 guys. And it was like the smoothest. That's the only time I had like a real like roommate situation, but like it was me and 2 other guys, and it was the best experience. Like it was the smoothest experience ever. And they gave me
like,
free.
Are you like nervous about it? And it's like no, they were actually like. Look, they became like brothers.
Yes, they would take me to work. If they got food and stuff like that, they would bring me home food, like, or just be like, "Whoa, what do you need?" or whatever. Take me when they were going on like grocery store runs. They would take me with them because I didn't have a car at the time. It was like, shout out to TJ and Lil Justin. Y'all the best. Y'all were super dope roommates.
I just feel like women are a little bit more like catty. Like they pick up on like the dumbest shit. Like you left it. Like it's just like a tit for tat kind of thing. So. Even if
and I feel like it's like power control thing, like a control, like who's like you're trying to flex, like you're the woman of the, like I don't feel where men it's just kind of like we're living here. What do you need? This is it was a lot more smoother for sure.
But all in all, if you're trying to move somewhere that's a little bit outside of your means, I would say save as much as you can and move alone. I would say move alone. Yeah. I don't want to do a roommate situation.
You're looking to get something by yourself now, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I would say, but that's just me. If it makes you a little bit nervous to live alone and you feel like you need that like comfort of splitting it with somebody, then do you. But I can tell you from experience, it's I get it makes things.
I get it makes it easier to split like the financial responsibilities with somebody, but sometimes it's just costing you so much more mentally. You think that it's just like not even worth it. You might as well.
You kind of gotta. And it's not like this with every roommate situation, but there's somebody else living in your space. So even when you bring people over, even it's just kind of like an awkward conversation where it's just like, I don't even bother bringing people to my house. I don't want to have that conversation. I don't want to be like, it's too late, you're too loud. Yeah. Like, I don't want to.
I remember that one time I would be like I said, God it couldn't be me because I literally was like, ma'am.
Deal with that.
Mom, excuse me?
Right. Like, I just don't. So if you're trying to move somewhere, I would say just save the money and live alone, even if you got to be like a small studio. That's what I suggest. Speaking of more weirdos, I want to start this topic where we do like a random crime of the week, okay? And I want to talk about Miss Tiara L. Ford, who has recently been arrested for sexually harassing and assaulting men who were in a senior citizens home. Or was it a well? It was a nursing home carrying. It was like 80 or 90 year old. Yeah, 80, 90-year-old men, and she's basically she was sexually taking advantage of them, who were physically and mentally incompetent. I just think that level of psycho, like what is so you getting up every day and just feel like I'm just gonna get an old daddy dick today? Like, what's wrong with you? She looks off. I think that these people who work in these facilities should probably go through some sort of like
mental evaluation.
Mental evaluation or something to determine whether or not like.
Let me tell you something.
That's somebody's granddad.
I was going to say, and as the granddaughter, I'm washing you. I'm washing you.
That's crazy.
That is disgusting. That is sick. You going to take advantage of somebody pop? You got a problem, bro. Like, you need to get your ass beat the fuck up by every grandchild that has been who was affected by this situation. Y'all need to rally together and beat her ass, like, respectfully, because that's some weirdo shit. I can't stand no weirdos. Like, that's some real weirdo shit.
Whatever's coming for her, she deserves it because
you deserve.
Because girl. So we're moving on to this or that.
We're moving on to the results for this or that, and that shit, I think we got a long. This is a pretty hefty episode. This girl said, my meme for the week. The girl said, I stopped smoking weed for good. I only smoke weed for evil. Facts. So this week we did a little this or that. Zully came up with a lot of these, and
I did.
They were good. She thinks she Swiss Beats and Timberland this week. She came in with them. So, first and foremost, this was basically artists at this time. We did some little like 2000 hit artists and that kind of vibe, right?
Yeah.
So first we started off with Ashanti and Ciara. Who did you vote for?
I voted Ashanti.
I voted Ashanti too.
Yeah, because that was.
But my goodies.
Yeah.
My goodies. But Ashanti won that 72-28.
Ashanti got it. She was the shit.
Next, damn, this is the same numbers. Jagged Edge versus 112. 112 took that 72-28.
I chose 112 too.
112. It's the S, the L, the I, the M. Let me tell you what I want to do. Let me show you.
I feel like people forget about 112.
Wanna think when I put my lips all over you. Can't get enough of you. Always thinking of you. So sweet, I can't forget. So good, girl, you make me sweat. I'm talking about peaches and cream. I need it cause you know that I'm a fiend. That's right. My it's even better when it's with ice cream. That's a lot of dairy. That's a lot. Peaches, cream, and ice cream.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, I chose 112, but I feel like again people forget about 112 until the song comes on. And they're like, oh.
But no, Jacket is. I feel like I just walked right out of heaven. I feel like I just stand there, throw my life away. Hey. Yeah. Okay, so we had 50 and Ja Rule. This was actually pretty close. Who'd you vote? I had to do 50 because I got a little bit of her booger. Ja Rule's a little bit too cookie cutter for me.
Yeah, I did listen to his voice. It bothers me.
Who, Ja Rule?
I couldn't get into it as a youngin'. It was too much.
The only real song that I stopped is his song with me. It's just those rainy days. Baby, sometimes the rule don't mind the rain.
You know what it is? I feel like I only listened to Ja Rule if he was on a feature with somebody else.
Yes, where 50 you could listen to that 50 Cent song solely. You say you again, damn homie. In high school you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you? What the fuck happened to you? There's a lot of y'all. What the fuck happened to you?
That song is
dead ass. Damn, homie. In high school. Now there's this guy. There's this guy that I was obsessed with in high school. Like obsessed.
Don't we all have those? Like.
And now I look at him today and I'd be like,
what the fuck happened to you?
What the fuck happened to you?
You was the man, homie.
You was the man, and now you ain't even the boy. But 50 won that 58 to 42. That's pretty close, though.
Close, yeah.
So I was an asshole and just voted Romeo just to vote Romeo. But I only voted Romeo because Romeo was actually cuter than Bow Wow. He
was.
Bow Wow had a grown person's head on a child's body. Like,
he was.
Bow Wow, like the songs hit, like, I said, little Bow Wow, you just don't know the way you move so fast. Mm-hmm. But he had grown ass women in his video. I didn't like it. I told you I wanted to be a video girl when I was younger, right? Mm-hmm. So Bow Wow's video, I always felt like I was too young to be in, and he was young, where Romeo had girls our age in it. You know what I mean? Tia, I don't need a girlfriend.
I chose Lil Bow Wow because of Like Mike.
Yeah, Like Mike's a great movie. It's actually
that's why I picked Lil Bow. I'm just like, he wasn't Like Mike, so
it's actually a fucking classic.
I gotta go with Bow, even though I do.
You know, I actually really love Johnson's Family Vacation too. With him and Solange, just technically entertaining. I love that movie.
Which one was the one he was in with? Was it with Tiana Taylor? And she's like,
Byron, you talking about my IQ scores? You know, Tiana's my soul sister. Medea. It was a Medea movie.
Yeah.
Byron, you talking about my IQ test scores? That's what we going, Byron?
So annoying.
We love you, TT, and we love you, Tiana Taylor. She's forever on the mood board, baby. I love. We was trying to figure out like how we can all dress like that.
Yeah.
Ma'am. Jewels is dip Santana set G-Unit versus Dipset. Dipset took that shit as they should.
I figured, but I picked G-Unit.
Nah, Dipset.
I think because my group of friends at that time were all into G-Unit. So that's all I remember. So
I think my first real boyfriend was from Harlem, and I was not letting that go. Like, I loved him. I fucking loved him, and it was Dipset everything. Like, people from Harlem will never let you forget that they're from fucking Harlem. Oh, no. I'm letting you know that right now. Like, they will never let you forget it. And I don't even think I was allowed to like anything other than Dipset with my little boyfriend.
And that's why I kind of love Rihanna, is that She chose herself a little homework.
But that was everything, y'all. I love when y'all participate in this or that. And we're gonna be having questions every week, and our polls and our this and that. So keep participating because that shit is so much fun. We have a blast looking at y'all answers, except for the ignorant ones. And we left y'all dumbasses out, and y'all can all respectfully go to hell on spirit. But y'all heard that bum ass Flight 1 and bum ass Flight 2 are becoming a united. So Frontier and Spirit are becoming the bum ass front. Fear. Exactly. Fear. We done here. Yo, I got bars for days, y'all.
But if you do have any questions, suggestions, like slide in either one of our DMs.
Yes, if there's anything y'all want us to talk about, if there's anything y'all got questions, maybe we should ask Zully's gonna do ask us anything. Ask us anything.
Oh, like about ourselves.
Just anything about just ask us anything. Or if you have like maybe when we get down further on, let's do like an advice. Even if y'all don't care, if y'all want advice on something, we're gonna do something fun this week because we're gonna give you good advice and
it's just gonna be real.
My hood rat advice, sorry. But other than that, y'all, I think that this was a really good episode. All I want to leave out with saying is check on your strong friends and be able to be checked on as well. I want to say that don't be afraid to be friends with men and women. Just know how to be responsible and respectful of your significant other if you're in that, or their significant other in their situations as well. If you're really friends with situations, friends with somebody, you want to see them happy, and you don't want to add any turmoil to their lives in any way, shape, or form.
Because if you do, you're out.
Get out, bitch.
I don't need you in my life.
Get out, hope. Don't take that man's quiet for weakness. That motherfucker's crazy. So don't play with him, okay?
Don't play with him.
Okay? And other than that, I just wanted to men grow up. Get that Peter Pan shit out the way. A lot of that shit ain't cute.
And practice consent, dude.
Consent and just being a decent fucking human being. And there's no way for you to be overconfident. If you don't believe in yourself, bitch, won't nobody else.
And if you feeling a little uncomfortable because of somebody else's presence, check yourself.
Check yourself.
Check yourself.
Check yourself. And at the end of the day, just love on yourself and love on the people around y'all. Y'all, we up out of here. We got some shit today. I thought it was Sunday because we normally record on Sunday. I was like, oh, we got some
That's
Sunday.
That's why I was like, oh, wait, Monday.
No, it's real ghetto today. We got shit to do. But y'all, this was so dope. These episodes are getting longer and longer, y'all. But I'm digging it. We ain't just gonna cut off because it said it. 59 minutes.
There's a lot of stuff to talk about.
We talk about a whole lot, and we love talking about it with y'all. Continue with all the support, like, subscribe, rate, review, leave comments. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know something that you may want to hear us chat about throughout the week, and we will maybe get to that shit. And with that being said, we love y'all. I'm Brittany.
And I'm Zulema.
And this is 2 Cents Later, and we up out of here. We'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.
The return of Machiavelli, like I'm speaking the pot.